Already, we're going to be drawing Judge Dredd. We're going to be drawing Judge Dredd. I just been hankering to put some lead on paper. Let me show you what I was finishing up earlier today. This is what I ended up finishing up in the morning stream. It's not completely finished. I will do the finishing touches of it tomorrow. I'm thinking of lighting up some stuff on the back of the Wolverine here. I got to tighten up the lines for the blades. Ooh, I'm digging and just finishing up. So join me tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, and hang out. We'll do it together. That's what I'm going to be doing. But today, your boy just wanted to do some drawing. So, I just am amazed at the artwork in this series. This is the Judge Dredd versus Judge Dredd. Oh my God, words escape me. Judge Dredd versus Judge Death. It's just so good. And creepy. So I'm going to put that here in front of me. This is another piece. I'm going to be flipping through this just because I want to... What I'm going to do is just use it more for the vibes, for the feels of the character. Just keep it near me. I got Pinterest open on my right. I'm looking at a lot of Sylvester Stallone as Dredd. Don't be hating. He did try. He was terrible in that. That's the movie's failure is all his fault. But I'm only here. I'm gonna be flipping through this for the suit, but it's also for some of these covers. They have Brian Boland's pencils. Ugh. So she's gonna be a character I'll be drawing as well. Trying to. Judge Anderson. But where are you, man? These are so good. They're all so good. These here. I'm going to be using these just to keep an eye on the figure. And that gun. Can you guys remind me what that gun is called? Is it the Peacemaker or is the Peacemaker... No, the Lawbringer? Is the Lawbringer his motorcycle? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm just going to be looking at these to get his outfit. All right. So I'm going to have these aside. And let's get to it. Got to hydrate with some aloe vera mango flavor. Waiting to get these endorsements, y'all. Gotta stay hydrated. All right. I got my stuff around me. My office is set. Scooch. Yeah, bear with me, man. Every time I try to clean up, I try to clean up my desk so I can draw something, everything's in the way. I put everything back in the way. Oh, yeah, Linkos, first of all, hello. I didn't read the books either. I didn't read the books at all. The movie was what introduced me to Dredd, and then I kind of I think I remember seeing the figure and not knowing about the character. I missed a lot of good stuff in the 80s. I really did. I was stuck on something and I didn't move from that spot. Okay, what are we doing here? I'm gonna get rough here. So the idea I have is gonna be him, DREDD, Death, and Judge Anderson, who Judge Death torments. She is psychic. Or she has some psychic and maybe telekinesis, more psychic than anything. So she's powerful in her world. So Judge Death attempts to inhabit her body on several occasions, and she fights him off until they ultimately maybe destroy him. So I'm going to be looking at that a lot. His artwork is amazing. So the idea is going to be DREDD on the bottom half of the page. I wanted a very bird's eye view and a harsh angle of a worm's eye view, not a bird's eye view. So we're going to be by his leg. By his leg, his body. He's going to be pushed up against a wall. His gun is going to be here. His iconic face in the helmet here. Holding back something. Maybe holding back the wall. Or just bracing himself against the wall. She, because she's being tormented by him, is going to be here somewhere. And then Judge Death above them. Because he's kind of precorial. Is that the word? Precorial? I don't know if that's the word. But he like a ghost. he looks like Slimer. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. And then I just want to go to town and see how far I can do this. Let me move some of these papers. And like I said earlier, I will be finishing this piece tomorrow, sometime tomorrow morning. I'm gonna work on that background to smooth everything up, get a little bit more solid on that blue, get a little bit more gray on that, and just tweak. But this thing is coming out a lot better than I expected, and I'm having a ton of fun doing it. My boy Saboteur kept challenging me, are you going to add this or add that, add this, add that to it? And now I'm going to have to. All right. Let's get the roughs out. I want you want the leg here. One thing that I'm trying to do better is layout. And I think he has shin pads. No, not really. Just boots. All right. I really shouldn't care. I should just get my forms in. That's the knee. That's gonna be pretty big. Okay. I may have made him too big. Maybe not. Who cares? Maybe I'm gonna have to change the composition and put his gun on this side. Yeah, that's one thing I gotta work on. I have a habit of drawing too small on big sheets or too big on small sheets. Did I say that the same way? But I really want to. I want to do his face. But I also wanted to. I wanted to get rid of some boundaries and not do any grid work or anything like that. Just kind of see if I can find my way through the page on my own. I like the leg, but I don't know now how I'm going to make it fit in here. He's supposed to be smaller because we're looking up. One trick these comic artists use. Where is it? Where are you, dagnabbit? Sorry, bear with me. They'll use placeholders. So this leg here is in his own perspective, and because it's so big, it doesn't matter what goes above it. Maybe I can make him as if he's injured. Thing is, I'm trying to draw the body in perspective, and I'm trying to fight it by doing this extreme angle. I may have to lower him to make that work. But I'm so enamored by the way he inks and builds his characters that it's intimidating. It doesn't allow me to be free because I'm looking at his work. I'm judging my work off of his, him being Brian Boland, and I shouldn't do that. Let me see if I can. I'm going to move him forward. Maybe the composition can keep changing. What I like about the things that I've read or looked at in terms of the artwork and just stories is that how absurd they are. So I don't have to worry about offending any fans by doing anything quirky or weird, because it is quirky and weird and extreme. Shoulder, shoulder. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, it's the worst. It's the I've mentioned it. I've mentioned it before. That comparison is the killer of creativity, um, and confidence. Ooh, ooh, that would be cool if I would have thought of it. Uh, Maybe I can do an homage to, which I don't want to do. I'll do it at some other time. Of Alien 3, with the xenomorph snapping at Sigourney Weaver's face. That's kind of like the body language I'm getting here. All right, so shoulders, arms. What do you got on his arm? Nothing. I guess I'm gonna have to do this, and maybe I can just. I'll put his hand here. He's bracing himself. And then I'll slow down. All Fatima. How are you? Ambi. Hi, Ambi. Deuces. Don't let the door hit you. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for swinging by. What's really cool, Opal Scales says hello, and I say hello back. How are you? One thing that's really cool about this character is he ages according to the amount of years he's been published. So if the character was in his 30s, in the 70s or whenever it was that he was when he premiered, he has aged they age him up, and that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna do the head here, because I think I want him looking away. All Fatima is back, and that's totally cool. I am drawing, or I'm going to attempt to draw, a character by the name of Judge DREDD. That's Judge DREDD. And a nemesis of his by the name of Judge Death. And a third important character by the name of Judge Anderson. This young lady right there. Yeah, that's the introduction of the Dark Judges. I forget their names. Fire, Fear, Mortis, and Death. So. And they come from a world, an alternate universe, where they have judged against life. So whatever is alive is guilty, and they've killed it. They've judged it to death, and they've killed it. And by doing that, they've become all powerful. It's really weird and creepy, so that's that. Alright, so arm. But thank you for swinging through. I really appreciate it. So that is Judge Dredd, and I've been doing a lot of painting, and I've been kind of like suffering from artistic constipation. And that's not really true. I want to do way too many things. I want to do way too many things, and I kind of like woke up frustrated today. And after just hanging out with a couple of peeps this morning, and finish up my piece. Oh yeah, Linksys. Link. I keep calling you Linksys. Linkus Art. Yeah, absolutely right. And it's not that it's terrible to compare. It's when we begin to start comparing against people that we admire that have been doing it for years. Fatima says, bizarre. Yeah, it is bizarre. What is that comic? The comic was a series called 2000 AD from the UK. Very popular. Link, yeah. In the 70s and 80s. Mainly in the 80s. It was an anthology series, and Judge Dredd was one of the characters. And I'm a huge fan of this artist, Brian Boland. So I get to see and study a lot of his beautiful artwork and paints. I wish it was bigger. This is kind of like the shortened artisan edition. They're a little bit bigger. There are some other art editions that are 11 by 17 in sheets. They're giant. I have some. And I would love to. I'll show you guys those one day if you're interested. But yeah, I love his stuff. Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, Watercolor by McCraw. It's my homegirl. My art sis, Tema. Happy I'm alive. I'm happy I'm alive too. I know you're working on a video today and really enjoy having. Tema, would you consider yourself watercolor artist? It's in the name, right? So, guys, if you like watercolors, make sure you check out Watercolor by McCraw. Go visit her channel. Go subscribe. She is an amazing artist, amazing sister in Christ. Oh, here you go. Where is he? A little Jesus. You need a little Jesus in your life. I went to a thrift store. Not a thrift store, an antique store, and they had hundreds of these, and they were free to take. So my wife took some, I took some, and we've been kind of like elf out on a shelf in him and just putting them around places. But I kept mine. Oh, you're very welcome. You are very welcome, Taylor. I'm still waiting on the right day for us to connect some way or another. You, myself, Susan, and Ike. And as many of that would like to. It'll be really awesome to do something like that together. Alright, I gotta stop putting too much detail on the face because I want to finish the shape of the body. You're very welcome. You saw that little figurine. He's awesome. He is awesome. Smiling? Shoot, that's all we need. Fatima says, they loves watercolor, but does not get enough time to draw, or would all day continuously. We would all love to draw all day continuously. Make a little time. Make a little time. It'll be beneficial for you. It'll help you. All right. So far, so good. Those are chains. That's his badge. Gotta make sure we put the name in there. Chain. This is his suit. Is it doubled up? Yep. All right, so and it's tied around his armpit. I was getting in the habit of simplifying the drawing or something just to get into painting faster, and I was getting a bit frustrated because then I ended up doing something that was super that needed more attention than I gave it, and I got frustrated by it. So today, after slowing down a bit mentally and doing that the Wolverine cover, which I haven't finished, which I'll finish tomorrow, I wanted to just go nuts with pencils. So that then I can go nuts with inks, and then I can go nuts with the paints. Hey, I'll have to join you live. We Tama, not only do we have to try to get a schedule together, we bounce all over the place. But there's days that I'd be open that I would love to. I'll do my best. But your videos sound great. So I wonder if you're referring to the lives. We'll definitely figure it out. But as an ex-IT person, all I can say is, when was the last time you restarted your computer? On my morning live, for whatever reason, my headphones and my mic wouldn't work. Oh, Fatima says, I just finished an apothecary. Is that how you say it? Is that how you go through the syllables? Apothecary? Anyway, an apothecary diaries art that you've been working on slowly for 3 to 4 months. That's what's up. But you ain't got no time to do some watercolor. Come on, girl. No, that is really cool. I always spend more time in the beginning of a painting. Mm-hmm. That's the go-to always, isn't it? The restart. It works. I did it today. I did it to both my. As soon as I couldn't figure out the issue with the microphone and the headset, so I used the microphone off of the camera. As soon as I was done streaming, restart and walked away. so this is gonna be the inside. Man, he got so much crap on. Now the glove. One thing I really would like to try to study more is textures. When you're painting, you can kind of cheat. When you're inking, you can kind of cheat. Just put it all in shadow. A clipping sound in all your live streams. Clipping, huh? Are you wearing headphones when you do your lives? I wonder if it's just the playback. Ah, Apothecary Diaries. Gotcha. Is an anime. I do watch anime. I haven't watched that one, and I haven't watched anime in a long time. I get called a weeb because of it, but the last real anime I've watched completely was Naruto and Bleach. So there you go. If you want to know how long ago. And then I like the shorter series is like Tokyo. I think it's called Tokyo is Falling, something like that. But Apothecary, there's a store that does that specializes in that. So I figured that your diary had to do with that, and it wasn't a show. And his belt. Something like that. I gotta figure out what to do with his gun arm because I don't want him. That's a bird. That's an eagle. Alright, so where is Anderson? Samurai Champloo? That's cool. I've watched a few episodes of Samurai Champloo and never finished it. I loved the hip hop aesthetic of it. That and Afro Samurai. Two shows that I enjoyed but never finished. But would they be considered anime considering they were American, U.S. Western animation? Kind of like Avatar? It was good. That's awesome. One Piece. I started One Piece, but several thousand episodes too late. I don't have the patience anymore to try to watch it. So I kind of enjoyed the live action version of it. I think I'm gonna go for kind of like Carlos Escuera. I think that's how you say his name. His version of DREDD here, but you can't go wrong. Just I love drawing gnarly faces, so can't go wrong there. He has. I'm gonna try to do really exaggerated hands. Maybe DREDD's bleeding out. Well, thank you for joining me, Fatima. I appreciate you. How close should I make his face? Okay, I got an idea. There's a cover in here that I just flipped through. This one here of DREDD with his, what the heck is the name of his gun? Kind of like pressed up against the judge's chin. So I'm gonna play with something like that. The judge here and the gun here. Just gotta find the right angle to put his hand here with the gun, and then I can play with it pressing against the jawline, the chin, as an homage. You gotta love homages. Whoever designed the Batman that laughs clearly stole the idea from the aesthetics of this judge. Is it corp? Okay, I got nothing. The funny thing about watching the anime, it was not me and my kids, it was me and my wife that watched every episode of Naruto, every episode except for the Zanpakuto War in Bleach. Oh, I'm gonna make his hand come over here, if I can. I really just want to try to fill the page. I see. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think they just used proper animators. What else? Cowboy Bebop is amazing. I'm surprised I haven't done. I've done one Spike Spiegel drawing. But the show I did watch with the kids, obviously, was Dragon Ball Z. I could not get it. We loved it. The Lawgiver. Thank you. Is the piece make the... The hell's the name of his bike then? The Lawgiver is the gun. Thank you. I mean, I think I probably should have just read the book a bit more. I buy them for the pictures. Thank you for the assist. I appreciate you. Dragon Ball is great. It's very childish, but it's really great in terms when it gets to the animation. It's pretty good. I don't know if childish is the right word, but it's the closest that you're gonna get to being a safe anime from that era. If it ain't Voltron or Transor Z. Have you done? I bet I haven't put foot pictures. Oh yeah. I remember it was the opposite when people would get caught with the other magazines. Oh, I buy them for the articles. I buy them for the pictures. Oh, I want to buy this figure. I have these figurines here for my head studies. But there's a beautiful one of that shows the bones and more of the muscles of the whole figure, the body. I don't know why I kept saying so. And it would be cool to really kind of emphasize that on him, on future. Now he's gonna have to be on a future one. I think he has a bat or something here. Link, have you done any fan art of old shows like that using oils? All right. I can't hide the hand. The lawgiver is pretty straightforward. Thank you. Thank you. Some fan I am. There are some characters that are more. They're easier to look at as a figure, and then you start reading stories about him. But well, I don't know if I can. The thing with Judge Dredd is, he's just such an absurd character when it comes to the law and how he upholds it. And I think they missed the mark in the Stallone movie. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. I haven't done any fan art of the Sandman. I don't have a fake gun around here. I used to have these model guns that would shoot rubber bands. A revolver. They were awesome. This was during COVID. So I just trying to get my hand right. I bought a ton of puzzles. We did a pirate ship that took several days, and it was leg numbing. All right. It doesn't have to be accurate, Mel. The lawgiver. Give my hand back. Is one of by far one of my coolest rulers, and I like showing it off because I don't think Saboteur has one. If I don't mess it up. Airbrush, huh? I've never tried airbrush. I think it would be cool to try. I'm bringing out all the toys. All right. How big is that thing from that to the knuckle? So from here, too short, too big. I'm roughing in the shape based on that image of the gun there. And they've been really consistent on the design of the gun, so. Oh, that's terrible. I hate people. You know what though? It sucks to steal. But then a part of me always says, I hope they really needed it. I know it sucks for us, like it's stolen from. But I mean, goof. Some thieves don't give a crap. I know many. So I hope he needed it. If not, man, shoot. I hope he tripped. Yeah. I like using it. Like I said. Then I saw Saboteur buy this one. Saboteur Comics. And he bought it because he thought I bought it. And I asked him, yo, so how the heck do you use it? He goes, I don't know. I thought you knew how. So I stick to my figurines. I bought this ruler. It's not even a real ruler. It's a nautical ruler or nautical measuring tool for nautical maps to draw out trajectories while mapping. This one I like yeah, one of my favorites so far. And then this thing that I have no idea how to use. I thought this would give some, I don't know what I thought. I thought this was going to be magic. I thought it was going to show me if I was to measure his coconut, I'd be able to see here the approximate in a smaller or bigger scale. I don't know. There is somebody that I follow. I forget his name. Who is it? It's not Sheldon. It's not. I forget the name of the artist that uses that and uses it well. The influence that we have on it, yeah. But I thought it was funny. How do you use it? I don't know. I thought you terrible. So the only thing I end up catching him are these. He ends up buying these after. And I can see these helping him more with the way what his book is. And this bad boy. 1 million. This is one of my favorites. He said he bought two, the left and the right. I figure I would use the right. I'll buy the right. Which I probably, yes. I bought the right because I'm right-handed. And I can't be looking at my hand while I'm trying to measure, while I'm trying to study. Because I can study my left hand. Ah, this stuff. I'm gonna have to find. I think I have an idea what it's gonna be bad, I think, but it'll be in context of their history of how I'm gonna use Judge Anderson in this image. Yeah, 1 million. Did you see this, Tama? $1 million. I love this thing. It has nails for if you want to switch from male to female. I actually wish it had some weird poly skin to see the wrinkles, to simulate this type of stuff. Kind of like the way my Sylvester Stallone model is. Ooh, the art caliber. That's what's up. You're gonna have to share. You gotta share how to use it in your videos so I can buy one. But yeah, this thing. If that model hand had this weird skin, it'd be dope. Oh, something bit me. Get those cool little folds. Little plumber action in the back. I'm trying to... Come on, man. We run a decent show, buddy. There's a female version of this. It's just not very... It doesn't look very good. And the hair just kind of like... I don't even care if they had fake hair or no hair at all. But anyway, if this had that, that'd be cool. Alright, where am I? The elbows. I might wrap. It would be creepy to have his hand. That's the bicep, elbow, forearm. Then it'll be right here somewhere. Have his gross hand around him. Ooh, latching onto his something like that. I think I have to get a better mind image in my mind before I put it in there. Art calibers. You know, I just drawing these figures and their popularity always makes me. It always puts my antennas up, and I think Tama, you made a video a while back about discernment and just the little voice that we have that tells us, hey man, that's not right, or that's not good. And as an artist, we have to, me, especially because of the stuff that I look at, just have to keep in mind that, oh, that character's cool, but it's clearly a demonic evil figure. So I have to make sure that my mind is okay. It's not something that I am coveting for the sake of art. So, I don't want to give it any credence, but also when I start doing my what God has in store for me for the future, and doing more biblical based stories and drawings, and I have to put that stuff in there. Oh, that's gonna be cool if I just jam it inside the helmet. Maybe. Yeah, because I don't know what Bible some people read that feel that it is soft or makes people feel whatever, but it really isn't for the squeamish on certain things. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And oh, there you go. Somebody woke me up. Um, it's real. It's a real thing, and it's something that I struggled when I really put God in my life. It's something that there was books, amazing books that I had from artists that I appreciate, like Jose Pepe Gonzalez, who did a lot of Vampirella. He was an amazing artist. He was a savant for it, a natural Spanish artist. Did a lot of Vampirella, did a lot of adult themed and stuff for Playboy or adult magazines, that type of stuff, and I had to chuck it. I didn't want to have to argue with myself about the integrity of the art. No, man, it's instilling a certain emotion and a feeling that I do not want, so I got to get rid of it. Didn't sell it, didn't pawn it. I should have maybe given it away to a thrift store or something like that, or back. No, chucked it. There's another artist, a Japanese artist. I forget his first name. His last name is Sorayama. And he acrylics and watercolor, beautiful images, and chrome like nobody's business. But it was borderline. I didn't realize it when I grabbed his art book. Borderline pornography. And when I put my faith first in that sense, I was like, I can't have that here either. I shouldn't have stuff in here that I'm going to have to hide from my nephews or my nieces. Because they want to know, that, Uncle Man, what you working on? What you doing? What's this? Can I see that? Can I look at that? And I have to, no, don't do that. No, you better put that away. But yeah, like you said, it could be, yep, absolutely. Respect the art that has those themes, yep. But careful what we consume, and it's in everything. Everything. We don't watch as much shows as we used to. Because every other episode is a chant or a seance or some dumb stuff to conjure up. I'm like, nah, man, I don't want that reverberating in my house. I'll watch a horror movie about an old monster, a Frankenstein, a Dracula, and my ears are still puckered as soon as they start chanting or some type of evil possession. Yeah, nope, sorry, we changing this. I'll come back if necessary, but no thank you. So, did it hurt me to trash it? Yeah, man, the thing was expensive. my soul is worth more than that. And it didn't have a value to me anymore. Yeah, and as a dude, that's why a lot of the I have to separate myself sometimes for figure work, figure drawing, and the models that are that we grab from Pinterest or things like that. They're just being real. Yep. Yep. It's in everything. Everything. Cartoons and TV shows and the fact that in our lifetime there was a popular show called Lucifer where he's the hero. And I'm a hypocrite in a sense because I read part of that series when it was out. I was curious. And even then I'm like, I can't believe that this is there, this is here. And when the show came out, and I'm like, we're not watching that. Nope. And we weren't even. We were in it in Christ. God is always with us in that sense. But as deep as we are, we was like, no, I'm not watching that. No thanks. It's too much of it. What's the other one that's popular? Good Omens? But an angel and a no thank you. let's modernize and let's desensitize the evil of the devil. No, I'm good. No. It's entertainment, sure. Consume whatever you want. I'm good. We've changed a lot of the stuff that we watch. And our kids are so good kids. They're in 20s and 30s. They respect it. Which is awesome. It's just too much of it. Too much of it. Love that movie. Yep. You want to know something really funny about Hellboy? I was going to draw a Hellboy piece, and I can't get myself to do it. As much as the character, cool aesthetic, he's a good guy. No, I can't do it. And yet here I am doing death. But anyway. It's just a weird time we're in. Weird time, and where everything's accepted, or it's either everything's accepted or you're lost in time, or nothing is accepted, and there's no balance. And I'm not hating on anybody that watches that stuff and enjoys it. I just pray their head's in the right place and they can separate one from the other. Let me see. Think about that. Yep, Hellboy. I read the comic too, but that was before I picked up the Bible. The crazy thing is, I thought it was a Christian. Then you can always tell. Yep, you can always tell the Bible readers. Who are the Bible readers? Yep, we are convicted slowly, but what lines we can? Yes, yeah, it is true. Each in our own time. And yeah, I don't know these. The so-called labeling of a conservative. I don't know, bro. I don't know what Bible they're reading. Tell me, you recently started watching Chosen. Did you finish it? Did you binge it enough to get to the Last Supper series? Spoiler alert! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, and if they do, they don't read that Bible. And I'm not a what's one of those? I have my own things I have to deal with. I can't fight with anybody with whatever they is in their heart. I get it. So when I began to read the Bible for realsies, for me, I read it in a way that was extremely personal, almost biographical for me, and it made me angry at myself for certain things because I related so much personally to the ones that were being taken out of Egypt, and for me that was either my vices, alcoholism, vices in smoking, any of those things being taken out of that world, because I've quit many a times to go back. Every time in Genesis and where they're like, well, we can always go back because I can't find food or this, that, and the other. I knew what I was going to eat. So I haven't even gotten to the New Testament yet to appreciate all the love Jesus had for us, and already I get mad at people that turn others away like that. Have a fantastic day, Link. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. You just gotta be aware, that's all. The consumption of what's around us is really, it's really a constant battle. Yeah, I'm in the old right now. This is the first time that I really started to read it from the beginning. There you go, from the beginning. And it has been eye-opening and soul-opening, really. I can't wait to reread it. I haven't even finished, and I can't wait to reread it. I'm reading it on my own. My wife and I she's ahead of me on her reading schedule. She started before me. She's waiting on me to finish so that we can start over again and do it together. We have a ton of stuff study that we're going to study books and concordances that we want to really get in there and in the nitty gritty, as they say. And it has made us fully aware of every time, every attack. Because it's constant. But here we are. So yeah, so the path that the Lord is leading me through with my artwork, it revealed to me that it's going to be doing the story of Judges. And I can't wait. I can't wait to learn what he needs me to learn so that I can put that on paper. I love the book of Judges. It's so short too. There's so much there. Yeah, me too. One of the things that I am working on is accepting the Lord's timeline. But it is there. I am in the I just finished reading Ezekiel, of his vision of the temple being measured to him, and that was a revelation for me to be patient, that the rooms are being measured and all in time. Come on, kitty, that table. I have an art table behind me. And my cat just tried to jump on it, but it's slippery. Is that an angle? I don't know. What the heck? I don't... But yeah, so just being patient and waiting and just doing. So every new thing that I've tried and attempted, I take it as a sign that I needed to learn how to do it. Simple things, composition. Oh, I think he has a giant ball here. Something like that. So I just have to be ready. That's it. So that when he says it's time, my bags are packed. And there's no delay. Right? Every sports analogy. You never know when your time is, but when the coach calls your name, calls your number. All of those things. Oh yeah, he slid right off. It's at an angle too. Where is he now? Were you nervous? Let me see if I can get a shot of him. There goes Luca. What are you doing, Luca? Nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Luca's my jam. He's such a weird cat. Oh, somebody's eating my M&Ms. Alright, so she's gonna be here. I may have to look at reference on her body here. Oh, that might work. She has an eagle here. But yeah, we used to love watching horrors and all this stuff, and no, not so much. But it's alright, we don't miss it. It is what it is. I think he's gonna try again. Stem, are you painting? Are you doing a portrait now? Are you gonna be streaming, or or is this gonna be long form? For Artex. Nah, you're gonna nail it. A fish? You know, that's very on brand of what we're talking about. I don't believe in one thing that really started to set things apart for me is that I don't believe in coincidences anymore. Believing in coincidences kind of like lessens the wonders of God's miracles for me. So, that fish is going to come out amazing. That's awesome. Check you out. I'm over here trying to get endorsements from aloe vera juice, mango flavor. Go getting Ardex books. No, that's awesome. Sometimes you got to do those. One of the things that my family that worries so much about me and in our situation, and I love them for it. I tell them about how I'm doing and dealing, and how we're working things out, and how we're waiting, and how I am benefiting from so many spiritual and just mental returns and spiritual returns and godly and faithful and holy returns. It's the financial returns I'm waiting for. Then he kind of laughs. So I'm like, it's all good. I just take it that my pockets are too small for what it is that God has in store for me. For all of us. Absolutely. Amen. Double amen to that. I gotta sharpen this pencil. Alright. It's coming along. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Changed everything that I was trying to do and made it a bit tighter. I appreciate you, Tema. Thank you for hanging out. We definitely have to figure out a way to schedule everybody to get together, but thank you so much. You're going to nail that fish. Artex is not going to know what hit him. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I will see you soon. with that, take a sip break. All right. Lolly, you ate I. I'm good, and why don't I have more people? You know what? That's a good question, but honestly, maybe the right people haven't found me. Which is alright. But thank you for hanging out or joining. I made Anderson's hair too wavy, so I might have to change that. Her hair's flat. I gotta get these little details in or I'll miss it. I don't know what's going on with Anderson's face, but it's actually not bad. But it's okay, it doesn't look exactly like... I don't like that. Where's my face? Oh, get up. You mean like more people watching? Hit the heart. Hit the heart or the 100s. It'll trigger the algorithm to start throwing my stuff out there. Leave a comment. Something like that. And then these can be his hands. He's creepy and he's got his claws on her head. Yeah, that's his thumb. So if you guys jumped on and you're not too sure what I'm drawing or what judge I'm talking about, I am just farting about, messing around and drawing Judge Dredd, Judge Death, and Judge Anderson. They have a pretty interesting adventure against each other, and I had an idea to just kind of like go nuts. I've been doing a lot of painting recently, so I just wanted to go ham on some pencils. So that's what drove this about. That is all. I'll show you guys in a hot second the what is that? Hold on. So that's probably his thumb. All right, so something like that. Looks like his hand is broken. I'm gonna have to fix this hand. But that's the least of my trouble. I've been able to really get past some of this stuff here. Some of the most troubling stuff, or the stuff that would have cost me the most problems. Her figure looks good. She is selling that vulnerable. As if she's passed out, which is what I want. So droopy, mouth slightly open. That's something I learned early on. When drawing figures, I know we always want to try to draw them with their mouth closed or grimacing If you draw them with their mouth slightly open, it's as if they're saying something, about to say something, and it brings your attention to the character. It adds action to a point in time that nothing is happening. That makes sense. So she could be passing out, murmuring. Maybe she got a cut here. Give myself something to do. Some blood, maybe. Bam. Some shading. I haven't even really considered the shading. But all right. Now, he's here, hand here, gun. She's yoked up. That's his elbow. I'm still trying to consider how to use. I almost want to have him hold Judge Dredd's helmet. It's kind of very creepy because holding somebody's head is a kind of like an intimate thing, or very passive aggressive. So and then I can really start getting stylistic with the figure. But it is coming along. Yeah, man. So for those who are hanging out or watching with me, thank you for hanging out. This is a piece I did earlier today. I am not finished with this. I have a couple, maybe another session of painting with it. I'll probably be finishing this tomorrow. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I've been on my time around 10 a.m. So that might be the gist tomorrow. And if I'm in the afternoon, I'll continue drawing this Judge Dredd, Judge Death. But this is what I'm going to be working on tomorrow so I can finish it. Canvas, gouache on canvas. I like the way it's been coming out. This is the reference. John Romita Jr., X-Men 207, Uncanny X-Men 207 by John Romita Jr. And Dan Green on the inks. Look how they used to draw Wolverine. Face looked like a butterfly. Sugar, baby. Anyway. So I was able to draw it, paint it, and now I'm just adding the details. So, join me tomorrow for that if you want to. This is just an old piece I did using Mark Teixeira's 90s run. And we are with DREDD. So, I pretty much have my composition down. I'm going to try to figure out what to do with his hand here. I may have made... This is his elbow. So, maybe I can hide it here. I want his hands to almost look like spider-like. Thumb up here. Kind of like he's playing with him. So, what is that? Index? No, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Which one is the index again? Is the pointer finger the index? I want to play with that finger. Phrasing. Yeah, I think that kind of adds a really creepiness to it. Like if he's spidering around the back of his neck. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really light because of the blue pencil. So it helps me because I don't have to get too gnarly with the erasing. Ooh, and I can make some scratch marks on the helmet and on his skin if necessary. I think if he touches you, you die, but who cares? It's not real. Ooh, that finger bending like that is gross. And pinky up here. None of this makes sense, so who cares? And then I think that works. That means his thumb. I'm gonna have to make that kind of go around. Ew. Can you guys see that? His hand coming around the. Anyway. I'm gonna have to lower these nails to give the fingers a bit more arch. Because they're coming around too straight. Cool. And then the armor. But yeah, you know what? I think that's going to be my time. So I'm just going to let the music play me out for a bit. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. This is Art to the Round Table. My name is Mello. God bless you. I love you. Mean it. Until next time, I'll draw you later. Bye-bye.